Impressed. We are live.
Okay. Hi. Hello.
What's up, guys? Hello.
It's a Saturday.
Christy's here. MK Songbird's here. Sister Harrow. Andrew Lassane is here. Brandon Heaton. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday night. Hope you guys are doing well. Can we just go
talking about yeah, hold on. Let's go for it really quick.
3. I feel like you never hear my beer opening anymore because I'm a baby. It hurts my hand.
Talking about Mr. Lassane, he is working on my customs right now.
Tell us what they are.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, is it a surprise when you get them? So you can, like, Instagram them or something?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm not. There were 3 movies I had it down to.
Okay.
They were Bride of Chucky for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Demon in the Wind for obvious reasons, and the movie Detention by Joseph Kahn for personal reasons. And yeah, so I made a selection. I am not saying which one it is, but excited.
Just don't let us forget. Make sure when you get them, like, you make a point to share it on Merri Hour.
How do you think I'm going to forget that? I'm getting custom-made shoes, literally designed just for me. I think I remember that. But for those who don't know, Andrew does custom shoes. If you want to hit him up in his DMs and send some requests his way, he
What's Andrew's Instagram handle again?
I'll let Andrew put it in, and then you can put it up on the screen.
Sounds good. Good plan, Andrew. We were just like out and about the other day, and we went to a sneaker shop, and my dad was like, I think we were buying him sneakers, and he kept insisting on buying me sneakers. And then I said, like, why am I buying sneakers? I literally don't come out of the house.
I haven't worn. I've had a pair of Tetris themed Pumas that I've wanted to wear out for so long, and I got them like the weekend before everything happened. So I haven't gotten to properly like go out and stuff like that. Also, you drop Andrew's last.
Got it. There you guys go. Go follow him, whether you want custom shoes or not. Like, his stuff is so cool. It's just fun to look at.
It was, Anya Stanley's were the ones that converted me 100%. She got her. Is she a Halloween 6 lover?
Really?
Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong. Andrew will correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure it was like a Halloween 6 theme pair, and just dope as hell. I was like, I'm a sneakerhead and I love that kind of stuff. So if I can have my own pair of redacted, not yet to tell you shoes,
I feel like I should get a custom pair of Jurassic shoes. I mean, like, I obviously like need that in my life, don't I?
Of course, yeah, you do. 100%.
I'm not a true Jurassic fan unless I have Jurassic Park shoes.
I was out for a run and I saw somebody with the Jeep and their tires Jurassic Park. It's just so perfect. It's so goddamn perfect.
I'm taking that too seriously, where I do really want to get a little decal to put on my Mini Cooper.
Absolutely, do that. Why would you not?
What would look more badass than a Mini Cooper with a Jurassic Park decal that's named the Hulkbuster? Did you know that was my car's name?
I didn't know that was your car's name.
When I moved to LA, everyone gave me shit because I had never named my car, and apparently that's an important thing to do. So I did a Twitter poll, and it came down to the number 2 name was Mini Driver, and then the number 1 pick that everyone did wind up choosing was Hulkbuster.
Yeah, it's fair. I can see it. It's got the red coloring at least. I'll dig on that. As someone who doesn't own a car in LA, I don't have that problem.
I feel like for so long, I was wondering, like, how are you doing it? Don't you want a car so you can go? Like, now, given what we're going through, it's like the biggest waste to have a car.
I haven't taken an Uber even. So, like, obviously I would use Uber to get around, and honestly the scooters too. I'm in a good area where I can use those, like, you have an app. If you just hop on a scooter, do it that way. I was able to get around pretty okay in LA with that stuff where I needed to go. But having no car, I haven't taken an Uber. I've taken 3 Ubers since March. Do you know how much money I'm saving?
Well, yeah. I have been thinking about that often, especially when I get all my medical bills from all my ankle stuff. I'm like, well, no big deal. I've been saving in a lot of other areas.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, that's been a huge thing of just like stockpiling while I can, because it was a little tight on money when living by myself in a single apartment and also doing everything we do. It's kind of getting around a lot of places.
We do keep mighty busy. Speaking of medical bills, I wanted to tell you guys just in case anybody out there is like afraid to do it or doesn't know how, that I wound up getting a COVID test this week because I woke up Monday morning and I wasn't like feeling too great. I didn't feel like I had a cold or anything. I was just like tired and lethargic and like achy. And I obviously got it in my head that I had it, and I convinced myself of it. But like the truth of the matter is, if like you're not feeling well, whether you're likely to catch it or not, like just go get a test. It was so easy. All I had to do was I literally just Googled, where do I get a COVID test? And a whole like website of resources came up. Sorry, Dewey's trying to jump on my desk right now. And I just plugged in my zip code. Something came up right away. And all I had to do was call them. I made an appointment for the next day. And I think I was in and out of that place, having gotten the test and gotten negative results within 45 minutes.
That's great. That's fantastic.
It was the up the nose test, which scared the shit out. Like, I walked into that office in such a panic about getting that. I was praying it was the saliva one, but then they're like, no, we only have that one. You got to suck it up and do it. And it's not pleasant, but it's not a big deal at all. And I feel like I was being a big enough baby that if I could do it, anyone could do it.
Yeah. It's also, that's just the more accurate one. You could do the saliva one, but the saliva one has a little more of the imperfect results where you did the right one anyway, you know?
Okay. Well, just in case anybody's worried or anyone's confused, it's no big deal. There are so many resources out there. Why do you need to be on my desk right now?
Also, I love how Andrew right now is sending me mock-ups of designs that I'm looking at. Like, he's like, he knows I'm on the live chat. Like, why send them now, dude?
I want to see. Oh, Dewey's here. Oh. Look, everybody, it's Dewey. He's here.
That's always.
I know.
All right. Should we talk about things?
What should we talk about first? Should we talk about the title first?
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even have to look up the news report for this. We're obviously getting a She-Hulk Marvel Disney Plus series, and they finally cast the title role, and it is one of my absolute favorites. It's Tatiana Maslany, and a lot of you out there know that she is one of my favorites because the desk is shaking because Dewey still wants to
yeah. Away. I'm in LA. I'm the one that is earthquake.
But she is one of my absolute favorites because full-blown obsessed with Orphan Black. I love every single season of that show, and I think just her level of work in that was some next level stuff. But she's not just good in Orphan Black. Just in case you only know her for that, like I would highly recommend checking out some of her other work. I think one of her bigger movies that came out after Orphan Black fame was Stronger with Jake Gyllenhaal, but she was also in a South by Southwest movie that I saw last year that I don't know what happened with its release or if it got released, but
which one was it?
It was Pink Wall, and you know, it's not the most commercial movie ever, but it is, Dewey, it is an actor showcase. And if you need to see her range and how good she is, like that's the movie to see it in. She is really, really naturally gifted.
Yeah, I like that no one was kind of expecting this one. And everyone, of course, had their picks who they wanted. Everyone wanted Allison Brie. Everyone wanted like a face they knew, and
Allison Brie also.
I would have dug it 100%, but I don't know. I kind of like where they went with this casting. I think that it's just like you said, the depth of her roles and what she's done, and especially again Orphan Black. I'm stoked on this. And also the character of She-Hulk is just really fun. Like, you know, she doesn't fully Hulkify. Like she's still a character, the same kind of character in that form. I'm really interested to see what she does with it.
Can you put? Also,
that's right, Perri Mason,
and she is really, really good in Perri Mason. Yeah. Oh, here's another one, and Woman in Gold. Thank you, Henning. I mean, really, she's got so much. Oh my God, here's another one, Destroyer, MK Songbird.
Destroyer.
Her role in that is a small role, but she's a scene stealer. That's just what she does.
Totally fine. Off topic. Did you see Camp Cretaceous? Somebody in the chat asked.
You know what's funny? Netflix is always like good to me. I think I've been requesting screeners for that show for like a month. And admittedly, I got a little annoyed that they wouldn't send screeners. But it's also impossible too. It's like the timing was bad. I feel like it was a high priority for me to get to see and review the show and share my thoughts, just as such a big fan of the franchise. but also I knew it was going to butt up against, like, the release of it was going to butt up against TIFF, and I was going to be very sick, and I just, like, I didn't have time, and I really wanted to binge some of it last night, but I couldn't because I watched two things last night. One thing is an upcoming movie. I'm not allowed to tell you what it is, but it might be in a genre that I like. And the other thing that I started watching is Miracle Workers for an interview I have on Monday.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is so good. How am I so late to the game on that show? It's so clever and well acted, and it is genuinely hilarious, like 95% of the time.
Because we're too busy with movies all the time. I mean, that's at least my excuse. I don't have time for episodic stuff. I can't. I mean, so this is like a obviously critic complaint. This isn't a normal person complaint, but I was hounding Netflix for Devil All the Time screeners.
Oh yeah.
And they very much just ghosted me and never gave me one. So I had to have a fun night Thursday where I stayed up till 2 a.m. covering The Boys because I don't have screeners for The Boys either. So 2 a.m. Thursday night covering The Boys. And then I woke up at 7 a.m. on Friday so I could watch that shitty fucking movie and write a review about it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I did not like it.
What, tell me why you didn't like it, because I was thinking about watching it when I have a moment.
It is. So it's one of those movies where it's an adaptation of a novel, and the novel has a ton of characters and a lot of jumping around and timelines and connecting of dots where everyone comes together. Like, it's just a bunch of bad people who do bad things and converge. Mm-hmm. Also in like 1960s rural, I think it's like Ohio, like so very, very rural backwoods kind of stuff. But for me, I kept thinking the whole time, if you had talent like the Coen brothers doing this, or someone who's proven to work with all these stories and put them together, because I do not believe The Devil All the Time does that. I feel like they just have a bunch of pretty one-dimensional assholes, and they just put them all in a criminal scenario, and they eventually converge, and most people die, and some people don't die, and it's just like, it never matters to me. Like, I never felt any thrills. I never felt any connection with anything. The moral of the story was bullshit. And also it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. So,
ooh, that's a commitment.
One of those Netflix specials, which seems to be most of them, where they just let the creator do what they want. They go with the cut that's like 220, and this one did not work for me.
Okay, I might not watch that. I'm gonna keep binging Miracle Workers.
The cast is stacked too. It's like you go right down the list from like Riley Keough to like fucking Skarsgård and Jason Clarke, and just like so many of these names. Pattinson, obviously. Pattinson doing a terrible accent. He didn't use a dialogue coach.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, he didn't use a dialogue coach, and everyone's kind of just like, ho ha ha, Pattinson doing his Nick Cage thing. And it's like, no, he didn't use a dialogue coach, and he sounds like an idiot, and he sounds out of place across from all these other actors who are taking the period serious. And it's just like, all these things just kind of came together for me, and it felt like a movie that lasted 17 days. It was just so long.
I can't handle something like that now.
But wait, I'm watching Doom Patrol though. Have you watched Doom Patrol yet?
No, and I've been saying I need to get back into Titans, and I got to watch Doom Patrol. There's so much.
I mean, before we get to that, Doom Patrol is one of my favorite binges so far this quarantine, I guess we'll say. Okay. And it is so much fun. I've been tweeting about it. Like, I started a few days ago. I'm already in season 2. It is everything I wanted from like the Suicide Squad movie, the first one, and I think we'll get from James Gunn's Suicide Squad, but like, it just hits that perfect vibe where it's the outcast, it's Jamie. It never once takes itself serious, but it does it in such a smart way. Doom Patrol, please watch Doom Patrol.
I feel like I need to find someone from Doom Patrol to interview, because that seems to be the thing that lights the fire under me to go through a binge. I've been binging like crazy lately. All right, D-Train, I see you. Thank you for that super chat. Hey guys, better filmography, DiCaprio or Bale? You know what I learned today, Matt? What? I never knew that Gloria Steinem is Christian Bale's stepmother.
I don't know why I do that. For some reason it was in there.
I'll tell everyone why it was on my mind, is because today I got to do interviews for the movie The Glorias, and Gloria Steinem herself was in the interview rotation. Matt, So I think the interview went well, but I also think I kind of like blacked out during the entire thing.
Just because you're talking to somebody that, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I've been that nervous before jumping into one.
That's funny.
I was very I wonder if you're going to be able to see it on my face. You
just go like blank face. You're just totally gone.
Like shaking in my boots the entire time.
Oh, that's funny. No, that's great though when you can interview something like that. I mean, that reaction is, every interview is just a person. We always, we build it up in our heads, but like actors are people, stuff like that. But when you actually do come across an interview like that, just totally like you're just paralyzed. Like it feels good in a way.
It's just like a next level activist. And after the sad news last night, I don't know. I was just like extra emotional and super nervous to talk to her. But she was wonderful. Julie Taymor was wonderful, and that's a long movie that I think is worth it.
Hey, long movies can be worth it. I want to stress that. Like Wolf of Wall Street, I know it's not favorite of some people's.
Wall Street.
Love Wolf of Wall Street, almost 4 hours or whatever, like 3:10 or something, something crazy like that. But like that flies by. So it's like, all right, go with the super chat. Let's take that.
We still need to pick between Christian Bale and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh man, I
think if you were to. So if I were to pick a film, like films from the filmographies, and ask myself, would I want to watch that right now? I don't know. I feel like DiCaprio might have a slight edge. I think the quality of his work overall might be a little, I don't know. This also might be because I can't really, and that given
Bale has tremendous roles. I mean, Bale has so many.
We're recalling these titles on the spot right now, but it's like, immediately I couldn't think of a bad title from DiCaprio, but then I'm like, would I want to watch Terminator Salvation? Probably not. But
what's funny is that's my mindset went there too. But I mean, hey, DiCaprio wins because he was in a Critters movie, so that's that right there.
DiCaprio wins because he was in the beach, and I'm obsessed with the beach.
The beach is good, but also Bale is American Psycho, and Bale has. I was just gonna say Red Hood. Bale has Reign of Fire. I don't know. How do you just get Reign of Fire like that?
He also has his Batman movies.
It's really tough, actually. Those are series that you put together. And Bale also has his kind of Newsies kind of shit. He has a different side where I think DiCaprio is kind of playing a lot of similar roles in the same. Well,
his roles are so different, and DiCaprio also gets you Inception. The Revenant isn't really.
Bale gives you a lot of different performances too, though. You can't discredit Bale in saying
The Aviator, Catch Me If You Can. I'm sorry, I'm going Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm trying to almost talk myself into picking Christian Bale right now.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? There's no contest here for me anymore. Not to say that I don't like Christian Bale's work. I definitely do. But if I had to choose between one or the other, I'm going to DiCaprio.
I mean, Little Women, Newsies, he does a lot of different things, and he can actually, I don't know.
All right. We'll
the Machine. The Machinist is really good. What Bale does for his roles too. That, I think that might also be a thing. What Bale actually does and transforms for his roles. It might be a level above what DiCaprio does, but then again, I love The Wolf of Wall Street and getting lost in that world.
Exodus, Gods and Kings, or Knight of Cups. Oh, Knight of Cups.
That was torture. Knight of Cups was torture.
Can I tell you, I made my parents watch Knight of Cups.
Why? Why would you?
Because every once in a while they'll watch movies with me that I have to watch for work, and for whatever reason I had to watch that movie. And at the end, I turned to them, I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah, you apologize. You apologize for that.
I did. I apologized to my parents for Knight of Cups, and I apologize for the rest of my life to Lonnie for Tusk. She'll never forgive me for Tusk.
I like Tusk. Am I allowed to say I like Tusk?
Yeah, I know a lot of people who like Tusk. I found it incredibly unpleasant, and I do not need that movie in my life, and I understand why she was mad at me for it.
You don't need it. Not everyone needs it, but I don't know. I saw it at Fantastic Fest. It was the right vibe for it, so that might have swayed things a little bit when you've had a few beers.
Well, I wonder if that has any kind of effect on that other movie we were talking about, Shadow in the Cloud.
Oh, I have not yet to see it. It is a TIFF release, but
rumor has.
I wonder if
not rumor has it, there are reviews out right now, right? Like people are sharing their reaction.
Oh yeah, no, reviews are out.
Yeah. Like you told me people are into it, right?
People are saying it's like the most fun film, or like something about like the craziest B movie they've seen in a while, or some crap like that.
I mean, it's like off the wall bananas. I'll say that's accurate, but I think that the fun stops when it just gets like downright like ridiculous and like borderline offensive, and doesn't really have a message to send anymore, and also doesn't make sense. Like you can't go along with like batshit crazy bananas action when some of the movie is, you know, like really intense and realistic, and all of a sudden they're doing things that make absolutely no sense whatsoever. I can't wait until I can spoil the crap out of that movie so we could do like a full-blown review where I just pick it to shreds, but that was not.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be seeing it when it gets its release and I can review it theatrically. But like, man, the whole I don't know, the whole Landis thing. I mean, like, I do want to talk about that. Like, just the fact that they're burying Max Landis's name on this, and how it just feels so icky. I don't know. Like, they're championing the writer-director being championed. What's her name again? I forget.
I know her name. Give me a minute.
That's what I'm asking you.
I've memorized a lot of names recently. I'm never going to pull it on the spot. My brain hurts.
In any case, it just kind of like, I don't know, it just feels kind of icky that they're not, the way they're kind of shoehorning.
Roseanne Liang. Actually, sorry to cut you off, but her name is Roseanne Liang. And whether or not you wind up liking Shadow in the Cloud, I highly recommend going online and looking for her short film. It's called Do No Harm, and that is phenomenal. Like, I can see why she might have gone to this next, but she's got some serious skill.
And that's fine. I'm fine with the decisions people make. I'm not coming down on her at all. I just feel like you have to be upfront about things. I feel like hiding knowledge, like hiding known facts that we are aware of and that are all over the internet, and then, you know, the distributor picks the movie up and
a little more, because Red Hood's asking burying who.
Okay, so Shadow in the Cloud, that's what it's called?
Shadow in the Cloud.
Shadow in the Cloud is co-written by Max Landis, who came up with the idea, I believe, and it came to the writer-director, who ended up probably doing some rewrites on it to alter some things and be the sole director. So you have two people that have created this movie. Max Landis's reputation goes down, and what everyone else is doing is just kind of erasing Landis from the property. I'm not saying he did a lot. I don't know what the end ratio was in the script, but the fact of the matter is, like, you chose to work with Landis. You chose to do all these things. So you kind of just have to own that a little bit. And isn't it better to be upfront about it and put the name there and say, yes, this is a Max Landis co-written project, but also there's a reason we took this, there's a reason we're doing it, and there's a reason why we gave it to somebody else and we're championing who we're championing. I would much rather hear that than watch the movie get picked up for distribution and then they just erase his name like he's not part of it. Like, you have to be honest. We all know anyway. It just feels shady as hell.
I kind of wish they would just address it, because, you know, like, I don't really know the full details about what went on behind the scenes, you know, when the script was acquired, when Roseanne came out,
exactly.
Like, you don't really know, and when they became aware of certain other allegations that popped up. But, you know, burying it does not feel right. And it also definitely made me uncomfortable when I realized how many things in the movie still felt true to his voice. And I think some of those things are the weakest elements of the movie. And I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I watched the movie without knowing he was part of it. And then when I found out he was, I'm like, oh, a lot of that makes sense. And if I were to go back and rewatch the movie, I would like to bet that I'd have an even harder time rewatching a movie that I already didn't like, knowing that he is the voice behind it.
And it kind of ties back. Earlier this year, there was a film that came out called Green Light, I believe. It was an indie horror film. It didn't really get much attention. But the whole thing about it is, it was co-produced, I believe, maybe co-written by someone who's not cool in the horror industry. I don't know if you know the history behind Eric England, but dude's got a history. No one wants to work with him for a reason. He's denying accusations that are made. Whether they're correct or not, we don't know yet. But still, everyone knows that his name being on a project is kind of like a don't support this in a way right now. So what the distributors did is, maybe not even the distributors. It might have been the filmmakers when they came to them and sold the film. So it could even go back that far. But they hid England's name the whole time. So I get the movie. I posted a trailer for it because I was talking to like the distributor and the PR rep, and like, you know, it was a cool trailer. I'm like, cool, I'll post this knowing what I know about it. Then I'm watching the screener, and the screener ends, and I see like the first credit they have, which wasn't in any of the press notes, which wasn't in any of the releases because they erased it for a reason. The first credit is his name on the goddamn credits roll. And I immediately, I emailed and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I supported your movie. I put myself out there. I put myself out there to my editors and said, I back what I'm doing right now. And now you might make me look like an idiot here. That's not how this works.
No, I get that kind of frustration when things like that are involved. And also like hiding that stuff from someone who commits to covering and supporting something probably, you know, isn't entirely right. But there's so much gray area in all this stuff. And like, you never know who knows what at what time. And, you know, I always, when things like this happen, I always feel for, I don't know, like just the crew of the movie who doesn't know, who has no control, who, you know, regardless of who's involved or anything, like they're pouring their hearts and their souls and their time and they're committing to something. And like it's all so out of their hands. I hate seeing like the work of good people go to waste because some asshole who's higher up on the food chain makes a selfish, terrible decision.
I'm with you on that. On the separation of art and the person, I am with you in that regard, in the sense that I will still cover the thing because I do respect everyone else working on it. And again, I just want everyone to be upfront about it. I just want everyone to be like, listen, just tell us the name. Tell us the name that's also on this. Tell us why you're not in support of what they do and why you're moving forward at the benefit of everyone else. That's all I want. I just don't want to be lied to. Like, that is the thing that, man, the internet is forever. Like, anything you put on the internet, it's just, how do you think we're not going to find out?
Yeah. You know, not to make this like a doom and gloom show, but you know, the other thing that I mean, like, not to blow it out of proportion, but it kind of broke my heart and made me feel like an idiot in a way. Did you see the news about Jerry from Cheer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I fell hard for that show. I loved every second of it. It was one of the best binges I had done. And I was very, very swept up in his like bubbly, loving personality. And when that news broke, like legit the rug had been pulled out from under me. And I felt like I was like conned, and like I felt
because you were.
I felt stupid. Like, it made me feel like, what I guess, what am I, like, why would I know that? But like,
you wouldn't know that.
It's like I felt like an idiot. I fell for his shit.
I mean, you're talking about life, dude. I mean, like, not to get super serious, but like that's the whole thing of life. Like, anyone can put on whatever face they want and hide whatever is under that. And people are really good at it. And that's a really good example, because I don't think Netflix knew what was going on either. I don't think anyone in that show knew what was going on. So it's like,
it scares me. I think he's an example that scares me more so than a lot of others, because he really just like, he put on a very, very convincing show, and I fell for it. And
you mean because he's good at hiding his secrets?
Yeah. It makes you afraid of the possibility that like anybody out there could be putting on a show, and like, you know, like maybe it's not your fault, but all like the vetting in the world won't help you out. I don't know. I can't stand people who have intentions, like who do things like that. I legit cannot process it for the life of me.
You want to talk about something happier?
What? How did you get here?
I was going to say, someone just asked about the controversy with Cheer. Jerry got caught doing something very illegal. Go look it up. I don't even want to talk about it right now, but yeah, go just look up Jerry from Cheer, and you will very quickly find out what he did and what he is going to face repercussions for, that he should. Also, just a side note, like that's why I never really take stock in Twitter anymore, because I don't understand why we take that much stock in a platform where people can put forward exactly what they want you to see and never what they don't. So it's kind of like,
oh yeah,
I don't know. I've stopped making heroes out of Twitter profiles because you're only seeing what they want you to see.
He was with him. It wasn't.
I know it's completely different with Jerry.
He had definitely made his way like from selling that persona on Cheer to also, dipping his claws into other shows. Like he was very in like the public eye for a while. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on from this garbage.
So I was doing a tally. Can I talk about what I found out and what I texted you about my tweet?
What did you text me?
All right, so I'm just gonna go into it. No, it was about we were talking about topics. So
did you text me like right now about something?
No, this is days ago. Stop. I'm gonna get into it if you stop interrupting. I'm the horror journalist. Obviously, Perry's a horror journalist. We have a lot of work to do when it comes to October, and I took stock. I think it was like 2 days ago, and I was like, all right, let me look at all my PR blasts. Let me look at everything that's come out about announced horror movies coming out in October next month, and I'm up to 30 right now. There are 30 new horror titles being released next month. And that doesn't count any film festival movies. So I actually am going to cover Fantastic Fest now at the end of September. I'm going to be covering the Night Stream Festival in October. And somehow I'm going to have to fit in 30 reviews of new horror movies.
Can I tease something up for everybody out there?
Tease it.
We need to do a Possessor review right here on the show.
Possessor is very much one that comes out on October 2nd. It's coming out. For the drive.
I'm mighty psyched about Possessor. Also, I want to address this from Billy. Matt and Perry, promise me you'll never disappoint me like the people you talked about. You absolutely have my word. And I think this is a case where I can speak for Matt because I know Matt, and Matt is one of the freaking kindest, smartest, most awesome people I've ever met in my life. You have nothing to worry
about. I promise. Like, I pretty much promise that. But yeah, no, like it's crazy when I looked at how much content is coming out for Halloween content in October. But not only that, I was very curious because half of that, actually more than half of that total, so 30 movies, we're looking at more than half. They're all hitting streaming platforms. Shudder's already doing its 60 days of Halloween, so we're already in Shudder's release schedule. Netflix is doing their basically they're doing the same thing. It's called Netflix and Chills. But they have started to release things because Netflix has released #Alive. They've released The Babysitter 2. If you want to count The Devil All the Time, that kind of fits into a horror category in a way. But so already it's like they're starting to dump content on us. And it's insane to think that everyone is complaining about not having movies, and everyone outside of this chat, outside of our industry, it's just the general public because they equate theaters to movie releases. But the fact of the matter is there are still 30 fucking new horror movies coming out in October.
I'm glad I've started to chip away at some of them, but there's a lot. First, though, Andrew, this will be used as evidence when they learn about Matt's craft beer cult.
I don't think that's a bad thing, though.
I don't think it's a bad thing either. I also actually think that would be a genius idea for a movie. Like a craft beer company that really behind closed doors is a cult. Like
did you see The Endless?
Oh fuck! Oh, I
just a
big F-bomb. there
I was gonna say, yeah. There you go. We just had Benson and Moorhead on the show, and she forgot that they brewed Hefeweizen.
That was hands down like the most chaotic episode of the Merri Hour ever. And I loved it.
Dave Lawson just yelling at me the whole time. Wait.
There was something I wanted to ask you, Matt. Wait, this is
I was just going to go to it.
Deciding on We Summon the Darkness and One Bedroom, I assume. I haven't watched. I hate admitting this. I put on We Summon the Darkness the other day, but then I legit got distracted by something and had to turn it off, and I just haven't gotten back to it. But I was liking half of it.
Big old recommendation on We Summon the Darkness, way over One Bedroom, because I did not fall for One Bedroom like everyone else did. I think it's basically like a hack invitation ripoff that doesn't get even halfway there, but everyone else seems to enjoy it a lot. So it does seem to be winning crowds over. Give it a chance. But if you're picking between the two, all my chips are in We Summon the Darkness. It doesn't go as hard into heavy metal horror as I wanted it to.
Okay.
But you're still there for Daddario. You're still there for the girl.
I love that
gang.
cast. I like the three of them a lot in like other projects that I've seen them in. So I've always had that one flag just to see the three of them together, but I actually need to get back to it and finish it.
They make it work. They're the big reason why it works. And that's why I actually liked it more than I did. But like it falls into some tropes of like, when a male director directs like a female-led movie or like a woman-led movie because of the way the camera kind of gazes and because of the way they kind of act at times. And We Summon the Darkness falls into some of those tropes, but they get around it because Daddario and the rest of the cast are so good at themselves navigating that water.
Yeah, I really like all three of them quite a bit. We have Caleb in the house too. Do you know what that means? You know what it means whenever Caleb puts in a super chat. We have to do a fantasy football recap.
I don't want to.
Yes, you do. Why? Because you lost.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Well, to be fair to you, it wasn't even just like you didn't do well. Your opposition freaking blew everyone away.
Destroyed me.
Oh,
I'll do my recap very quickly. I have 4 fantasy football leagues and I lost in every one of them last week. So not a great start to week 1. Also, multiple players injured now. I had James Conner who went out. I've got who's the wide receiver for the Titans that I'm blanking on? AJ Brown.
Oh yeah.
Now, so not a great start. Team did not.
I just snatched his. Is it Corey Davis that's on the rise because he's out? I just got him for this week because I lost Godwin for this week. I
lost Godwin too. Yep.
Do you know what happened when I played? So last week in our critics lead, I played Barkan, who you guys have all met on the Merri Hour. Do you know how that ended for us? So we go into the Monday night game, and I think I had 5 points on him, but we each only had one player left. He had Saquon Barkley, and I had Deontay Johnson. Am I saying?
Yeah.
The wide receiver on the Steelers, and the first fucking thing Johnson does in that game is fumble that kick. And I'm like not only did I already think I not have a chance because he had the number 2 running back on his team, but then he does that and gives me -3 points. But somehow the Steelers held Barkley, and then Johnson got a couple catches, and I fucking won.
I know because I'm facing Barkan this week, and he is 0-1. So congratulations, Perri. But it's a long season. Or
I'm playing.
It's a long season.
I'm playing Vinny this week.
Oh,
I feel like I had a major missed opportunity to I should have been shit talking Vinny more in the work Slack, but I didn't.
Yeah, you really should be. I feel like
disappointed in myself.
Yeah, not a great start for Donato, but it's a long season. We hope it doesn't get canceled, and I hope to see. I think we play eventually. So
I mean, it seems like it's so far so good as far as the players go. Not accounting other injuries.
It's week 1.
It's just like the one. I mean, it is week 1. We probably won't know the effects of it until week 2 and beyond. But then there was also the Kansas City game where they had people in the stands, and apparently one person in a section did test positive, and then all the other people in that section have been quarantining. People in stands is just a step that we don't need to do right now. It's enough to get them on the floor, but and the scary thing is more teams are starting to do that. They're starting to bring fans into the stadiums, but normalcy is returning. Someone a shout out here, Christy. So Christy's writing, my boy Michael Thomas didn't do shit last week and got hurt, and I'm down, and I'm a Saints fan, double bummed. Let's turn this around, Christy. Christy is so on top of her shit in her very first fantasy football season. I am so incredibly impressed. She already had Thomas out of her lineup and had a solid replacement and great lineup before I even dropped the news into the Patreon Slack. But Christy so much reminds me of my first year playing fantasy and how on top of everything I was. So I have a good feeling that Christy's going to wind up climbing the ranks as the season progresses and still finish in the top tier. Hell yeah. That's what you need. Yeah. All you got to do is be dedicated. As long as you're dedicated on top of it, you can learn pretty quickly. You got to do your homework. You do. I feel like one of my big pitfalls is abusing the waiver wire. You have to. I mean, as long as you're not. But I do too much, You tinker. You're a tinkerer. You watch the league ever? You're a tinkerer. Yeah. I've got every app with 1 million alerts on my phone every day. I can't help it.
shifting back to movies, I had a thought. So because Halloween is coming, or not Halloween, but like October is coming up, and because there's so much content that there is to cover and whatnot, do you think we should do, maybe not next week, but the week after, before October hits, like a favorite streaming horror movies kind of episode where we
for that?
like, I think that would be a good idea. I'm trying to think how we can be like more generous with our time to the people, and I feel like that would be a good section.
I feel like we should also put a call out to find out what streaming services like most of you have, so we focus on the things that you actually use. There's also a very important message from Billy. I just realized this friendship could be called Chandler, Matthew Perri.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
That's fair. That actually could work.
Andrew's here. Just got a new follower. Here's your Finder's fee.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Happy to help.
But yeah, no, I think that'd be a fun idea. I think because myself and Evangelista on Slash Film, once every 2 weeks, we do like a streaming horror column, and we did run into exactly what you're saying, because we would pull from like sometimes Criterion Channel, we'd pull from all these different areas of streaming services, and then one of the guys that follows us was like, "Hey, I only have like Netflix and Amazon. Can you guys do just like a primo streaming service column one time?" And like we did. So we did we did that, and that one did really well because it was like, okay, here's Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. We're just going to give you those recs. And then last week we did free. We actually went on and just did like Tubi, Roku, I think has a free channel, and there were like 3 or 4 services that just do. You could just go on and watch them. So we just did like hey, you don't even need to have any services. Here's some free streaming horror. And like, you know what? I always kind of, I don't want to say I look down on Tubi, but I never gave Tubi the credit it deserves. Because I went through that whole. So Tubi's free. Tubi you just have to sign up for with your email, and like it's on PlayStation now. It has apps, so like you can get it anywhere. And all the thing is, it just has ads. So it plays like
how does Tubi make money?
Ads, because there's about 3 or 4 ads per video. Yeah,
you said ads. For some reason, I thought you said apps, and I'm like, I don't get what.
No. Well, yeah, they have apps. Sorry, they have apps, so you can get it on PlayStation. You can get it on whatever. But they have ads on their videos. So the whole thing is like, you can watch anything for free in their library. And I went through the horror library. Honestly, it's like deeper than Netflix. It has the classics. It has like underrated gems that like I talk about all the time and no streaming service has ever picked up. So like Tubi, you know, man, for a free streaming service with a few commercials thrown in, really not that bad.
I am like mighty impressed by like a 10-second scroll that I've done through their library, actually. And so like basically the only downside to Tubi is if you click on one of these free movies, you have to watch it with ads. It's like watching a movie on, you know, like a cable station.
I want to say every 20 minutes, but the ads even as well. Like I do it for, you know, if I have to watch something really quick for an article or something like that, and I don't want to pay money, I'll do it on Tubi, and I don't even notice the commercials half the time. Like it really doesn't add that much. They're really good with shooting them through.
I almost feel like we should do a Tubi only episode.
Do Tubi only? Just go straight on Tubi?
I don't know.
I would do that very easily.
And like even with the like not to give you guys all the behind the scenes, but like even just with the title, like did you know you could watch all these movies for free? Because I didn't until you just explained it to me.
I didn't either. I thought it was like some joke system, but like no, it works.
Okay, I'm into it. I'll give you guys one spoiler. They have, it looks like almost all the Scream movies at a scroll, at least. They could have 4 as well, but.
Yeah, someone just actually put that. I think Scream 1, 2, 3 are on there.
I saw it. I managed to find 1, 2, and 3. I haven't scrolled far enough for 4, though.
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, our friend Zena is always pushing Tubi. Say for the exact same reason. It's just smart.
That's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I learned that.
Original Suspiria on Tubi, stuff like that. Like again, you hear free, you assume not great things, and it's pretty deep. It's got a deep catalog. So that was a very fun thing to realize as I was doing that.
That's such good stuff. Are you doing anything right now to prep for Halloween, like putting out decorations or
decorations? No, I don't know if I'm in the festive spirit for like.
No, see, but that's an attitude you can easily change. You just have to take some initiative and put some stuff out in your apartment. And I guarantee you, like, literally just take 5 minutes to do it and just put some fun stuff around, seasonal stuff, and you're going to feel the difference.
I have LED lights over my TV, so when I turn the lights out and I put them on, I have like an ambiance light that plays behind it. So I'll turn it to like. Well, I was gonna say I'll turn it to purple and orange. I'll turn the LEDs to like
All right.
different. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm trying. I mean, I'm not down on Halloween. Like I'm still gonna do movie marathons and stuff like that if I can. But I
It's
mean,
the same.
I'm also gonna be working like a freaking madman. I don't know how I'm gonna, as we've already talked about, I don't know how I'm gonna cover everything.
I think I feel like that every single week.
Yeah, no, but seriously. I mean, the only way I'm combating loneliness, I guess, and isolation is by working myself to death. So it's like it's a trade-off.
I can understand that a little. It's like even next week, I don't know how I'm going to get through all my interviews. So next week, I have to do Kajillionaire and Secret Society of Second Born Royals. I can't believe I finally remembered that title. It's a Disney Plus movie. It's basically like a Disney Channel movie, but on Disney Plus.
That sounds great.
Yeah, but I had to do interviews for it, and all that.
No, I get it.
To go out to the world this week, plus another Ratchet interview. I wish Ratchet.
Oh, I didn't see Ratchet yet. That's another thing. I didn't even count television shows in my little recap. So it's like Bly Manor is still going to drop in October.
I have Bly Manor to watch.
Yeah, Bly Manor. That's a big one. Oh my God, I don't know how this is going to work.
You stress me out just a little bit by bringing up Bly Manor because I've had time to watch those screeners and just haven't because I've been prioritizing other. Like I wanted to watch it ASAP, but so like this is my terrible habit that I wind up doing. So when I schedule interviews, I watch the thing for the interview, like the thing that the person is promoting, but then I have a habit of watching too much of their filmography. So what I wind up doing is saying like, oh, I have a couple weeks until I have to do a Bly Manor interview. Let's push that and let's watch this thing that's maybe going to take up 2 minutes of my interview time.
No, absolutely not. See,
I got to stop doing that.
I don't do the deep dive. I was going to say, there's actually some interesting questions. Like AJ just asked, what do you do when you have an interview with an actor director for a film you didn't really care for? I feel like that happens. And I feel like that's something that you, as a skilled interviewer like Perri would know, you have questions that work. You have questions you can fall back on. And if the content itself isn't particularly engaging, you can still have a conversation with someone.
It's not even just about having go-to questions to fall back on, though, because I think that the way I power through those is it's very, very rare that even when I don't like something, I like absolutely hate it and don't see anything good in it. Usually when I don't like something, I'll latch onto the one little thing I do like and harp on it. Like, if you want to test my ability to talk about something that overall I didn't really like, go watch my Ratchet interviews. I mean, I hope you don't see that on my face anywhere, but it's also like in those Ratchet interviews, like I'm talking to actors that I legitimately thought did a good job in the show. It's just a matter of the show overall didn't really work for me. But it's like if I spoke to an actor in the show, if I spoke to anyone who is responsible for like the costume production or the lighting design in that show, I'd be able to gush over their work all day long because that's how I felt about it. Yeah,
you find ways to get people excited that you kind of avoid the negativity on, I guess is the best way to say it. Because you're never going to bring up the bad stuff in an interview. Like you're there to talk to the person about what they've done and you're not there to review something. I think it also like that's kind of the problem sometimes with like reviewing something and doing the interview. And usually you would have two different people doing those things where there's a critic and there's the interviewer, because the interviewer is always going to just talk to the talent. And, you know, you don't want a critic going in there after having just bashed a movie and given it 0 stars and then be like, here you go, do an interview with the director. Like it never works like that. So
I don't know. Like it definitely doesn't work in that way that you said, but it's like for me, I find it important to be able to like interviews are my favorite thing in the world, but I also find the critic portion of my career to be very important to me. So the thing that I have to watch out for is never letting the interviews influence my reviews. So it's like whenever I do plan on reviewing something that I'm going to do interviews for, I try to either write or record that interview, the review before I ever talk to the talent, just in case anything they say to me clarifies something that maybe wasn't working before.
Yeah, that's a huge thing too. I think it's also like when I review something, it's kind of in the same world, but when I review something, like I don't read or listen to anyone's reviews until I'm done with mine because I just don't want to be influenced and stuff like that. So it's very easy to change your perception on a film when you talk to the creator, because the creator can be so passionate. They can be the nicest person in the world and you want to like You want to bump them at that point, but that's not what being a critic is. That being a critic is addressing a work of art as it is and how you see fit and on the quality level. And the nicest person can make the biggest piece of shit. And I don't want to sound like an asshole saying that, but
I'm not saying this movie is a piece of shit, because I definitely
I'm not saying that either. No.
I'll give you guys an example. The Curse of La Llorona disappointed me, and I adore that cast, and I think Michael Chaves has all the potential in the world. That movie just didn't meet my, admittedly high expectations, but he is someone who I have a lot of faith in, and like, I reviewed it honestly, and I talked to him. It can happen.
It can very much happen, but yeah, it also comes down to the filmmaker themselves, because I can tell you that I've had great conversations over negative reviews I've written with the filmmakers, because they've read them and they've wanted to reach out and just kind of talk about, hey, wow, read that, took it to heart. You're right. There are filmmakers that can do that. I had filmmakers ask me for my opinion on their next film. They sent me shots and were like, which one should I use? I trust your opinion because you savaged my last one and you were fucking correct. So like, I've had that happen, which is awesome. I've got about 30 friend requests on Facebook from directors whose movies I have given a negative review to, because apparently they think it's totally normal that when I write a negative review of the film, I've never met you, I don't know who you are, you immediately want to come into my Facebook and start messaging me about why I'm wrong and why I didn't see their vision and like, I get why you're defensive, I get why all that stuff is happening. Also, like, no, icky, ew, don't break that barrier.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I mean, I think the other thing that I think both of us do is when there is a negative review, it's not like a review attacking the filmmaker and like absolutely savaging the thing that they poured their time into. As long as it's legitimate criticism, if not constructive criticism, that's the name of the game. When you put a piece of art out into the world and you subject it to criticism, you need to be prepared to take it. I think that you draw the line when a critic crosses into
when you cross it.
like hateful territory. And I've seen people do that before. That is totally unacceptable.
That's also not criticism. Those people that do that are doing that because they're not good critics, and that's all they know how to do. A gossip column is not criticism. When you're talking about the writer, or like when you're talking about the actual creators and not the movie, that's not criticism. Mm-hmm. That is an attack. That is an attack at that point. And if you have to fall back on that, then that's because you don't actually know what criticism is or know how to actually effectively get into a review. And that says more about the writer themselves, because if I'm writing a negative review of something, I'm still writing it from a point that I want someone to watch said movie. It's not for me. It won't be for me. But I'm still going to try to describe things and say things in a way that will still catch someone's attention if it is their shit. For as much as I hated The Babysitter 2, for as much as my review is very negative, it still has certain details that I have included with reason. Because if that's your shit, you're going to read that sentence I wrote and go, you know what? Matt didn't like this. Matt fucking hated it. But I'm still going to watch it because of what he just wrote.
That was one of the things that made me the happiest about my Ratched review. Is I was looking at the comments, and there were a few that said, like, I get it, but this is my jam, and I like it for those reasons. And that's fair game, man. If I don't like something and you like something, like, all the power to you for it.
That's criticism, because everyone should make their own opinion, audience included. I mean, when I write a negative review, am I saying I hated something? Am I saying that you shouldn't watch it? I think those are two different things. I'm saying that my personal opinion is that this movie is bad, and these are the reasons laid out why I think so. But that doesn't mean that I don't want it to find an audience. That doesn't mean that I don't want people to see it. It's just, you're following me as a critic. You've gotten my opinion. Now go do that, or go do whatever with that in your mind.
Everybody has an opinion and their own personal taste. I do feel the need to clarify this for Red Hood. How can you not love Linda Cardellini? You always love Linda Cardellini. In fact,
everyone loves Linda Cardellini.
I love The Curse of La Llorona. I love Linda Cardellini in it.
Because she's good. Because she's good in everything.
She's so good in everything. For that Collider Connected I did with her, I went back and I rewatched Age of Ultron, and Like even her like itty bitty screen time in that movie, she still is like she's real good.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know why I always mixed her up with Melissa George. In my mind, they just were like, I don't know how, but in my mind, Melissa George and Linda Cardellini were like interchangeable somehow. I put them in each other's movies. No, never, absolutely not. I can't justify what goes on up here, but like I would swap them and put them in each other's movies somehow. I
would try and seem just like an acting exercise where they swap roles. I do like both.
I was just like, apparently to me, they were like the same actress, and like I didn't see them in the same room together ever. So I'm like, oh, cool, they're the same person.
So my Toby Huss, Dennis O'Hare is your Linda Cardellini.
Yeah, Linda Cardellini, Melissa George, 100%.
All right. Yeah. I'm glad we clarified that.
I'm glad we have that in the public.
Hi, 'tis almost beer pong time.
Yeah, I told my partner that he can pop in whenever. So
your partner is here. Do you want to bring Joe in and have a little chit chat while I
sure have a little chit chat? We'll do things.
I'll make the move. That way, when my partner arrives, it'll be a fun time. All right,
do that now.
Push pause. I'll be right back, guys. Hello, Joe.
Pooch. Hello. What's up, man?
I'm here. I'm ready.
You got your Islanders hat on. I see that. You're not sporting.
Oh, yeah. Let's go Stars. All about Dallas right now.
I know. I'm sorry, Joe. I apologize for bringing it up, but you are wearing the hat.
It's okay.
Tell me about your cocktail that you made today.
This has bourbon, and then the apple cider reduction with some Vermont maple syrup and cinnamon sticks. And I let it go for a while till it got basically like an apple cider caramel almost. So using that for the sugar instead of just sugar for an old fashioned. It worked out pretty good.
It sounds fantastic. Sounds like an apple cinnamon old fashioned, which is everything that I want. And
yeah,
I mean, I won't complain about I won't complain about my strawberry lemon bar sour, which is a kettle sour ale with lemons, lactose, vanilla, and strawberry puree, which I highly recommend.
I highly don't recommend that. I'll complain.
I highly recommend this. This is fantastic. But
no. Absolutely not.
What is your aversion to sours is my aversion to hazy IPAs, which I am very done with.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Someone says that you just look like you fought a war, which is fair.
Well, that's what
you did. Like. You did working for the Islanders during playoffs. That is
two and a half straight weeks of working with no days off. That was
yeah. That's playing the war. And then someone else says you look like Oscar Isaac from Dune. So
all right, that's not the worst thing. That sounds great.
I was like, take that to the bank. Take that one forever. Red Hood, what do I look like? What terrible thing? Chat, what terrible thing do I look like right now? Because I don't look like a human.
What are you doing down there?
Duh, is that Thor?
No.
Oh. Which one is that?
That's Bella.
Oh,
no.
Taking the pong table down?
Dog, you can't do that.
No, Dog did that. Dog just tried to take down your pong table.
You're too big for that.
Matt, we've clarified this. You look like Justin Bieber.
I know, but I want something
different. She won't.
Here's my little like beer pong bag.
Aw, your little beer pong starter kit for Perri.
Isn't it adorable? I should start manufacturing
these. Start manufacturing them.
I'm just filling up.
Baby's first beer pong. Where's your champion that you're bringing in here?
Hold on. Let me set up. I'll mute myself so you can stop listening to that.
I don't want to listen to rushing water the whole time.
Perri, there was something I wanted to tell you. Are you there?
She's there. She just can't. She's not gonna say anything because she's on mute.
Oh, okay. I'll wait till she gets back.
No, I'm here. What did you say?
Oh, I just wanted to let you know you're gonna lose. That's all.
Oh,
that's a good thing. Someone was talking shit on the Twitterverse.
It's
trying
to
act like
have high hopes before you go into a really competitive match. I understand that, but don't
that's what I said the last few times I beat
set you up for like a real bad disappointment in a minute.
Perri, I'll even let you pick what cups I use because last week I used the circular cups and you saw how that worked. So I'll use circular, I'll use hexagon, whatever you want me to do.
I feel like most of your good playing last week came from like the good juju of playing with me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wait, how about this? I'll let my partner decide what cup to play with.
Dog, you stink.
I mean, it's gonna be circle cups. There's no way that Macuga lets me go with hexagons because he's gonna have the same reaction that everyone else has. So no, it's unfair. They're cheap.
So it's like, what the fuck?
Right.
What are they?
Yeah.
You gotta move.
All right. Well, I do have a partner here. Do you want to let him choice?
Come on.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Macuga. Oh my
What's up,
goodness.
Macuga?
I love it.
That's a good headband going on there. I like it.
You know, I was doing a workout before this. I thought I'd show up sweaty like Mark Ellis usually does for those things on social media. So,
Except he doesn't do a workout beforehand. He's just sweating.
he's just sweating. Yeah, correct.
He's just sweating. All right, wait, let me move over. Perry, take over.
All right, there we go.
I'm here.
I love that you came fully prepared too. I feel like most of the people we bring on the show are like last minute setting their shit up, but you are just ready to go.
No, you know, I got to make sure. I mean, listen, we have never lost together, and we haven't played together in a long time, and this is like a weird neutral territory. I haven't thrown a beer pong ball since the last time we played. So
have no fear. It's naturally in you. You have that ability. And let me tell you, I have mastered this fucking table.
Okay. What's our distance?
So
Distance with.
it's like whatever you think it is. All I know is I can kind of like lean across the table, and that's where I'm at.
Okay. Hold on.
You look like you have a respectable distance there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you look like you're good there.
I feel like we've only run into the distance problem once when Lindsay was like an inch away from her rack.
Yeah, well, it was like Lindsay and Al. Al was like playing on like a coffee table.
Like, what the fuck was Al doing?
Oh no! Great.
Joe, what are you drinking tonight?
So I've got like a apple cider maple syrup old fashioned, and then just some pumpkin beers as well.
What a combo. You are so ready for the season, and I love it.
I am very ready. This is the best season.
You have no ping pong balls?
Uh-huh.
I knew it after I complimented you in every wait.
I know. I'm thinking to myself, I got the cups. I thought I had like 20 balls in my junk drawer. Hold on. I know I got. Wait a second.
I mean, it's only fair. I did bring someone who didn't have balls once and had to go to the supermarket to get them, and we all went on that journey.
On a walk. I'm getting another beer.
I'm opening my muffin top blueberry sour at this point.
Oh, fancy.
Are you going to be right here the whole time? That's what you're going to do?
Oh my god. Hey, Matt, do you know what I'm drinking tonight? It's this Belgian style wheat ale, and it's like very. It's very like orange peely, and it's very,
I am so done with this joke, Perry.
every week, Matt.
I'm never gonna unlive it.
Persistent. No, what do we got going on in the chat?
I think I lost a light bulb.
Damn right, Christy. You never know what's going to happen in the Merri Hour.
Yeah, Perry might actually win a game of beer pong. That'll be a new one.
Ouch! That was good, though. I feel like I teed myself up for that.
Okay, so I have foam golf balls, but those don't count.
You don't have, like, what is that ball that's like a mix of like a practice golf ball and a ping pong ball?
Isn't that what he? Well, like the foam is.
Like
foam is a little different.
Like play with what we got to play with.
I had foam golf balls in my junk drawer. I mean, ping pong balls, and I can't effing find them. Amanda even said there's a ton in junk drawer, and I don't know where they are.
I feel like everybody thinks the junk drawer is a different drawer.
Did you purge your junk drawer recently?
What are you drinking, Matt?
I'm drinking a top of the muffin to you blueberry kettle sour.
Is that a Tavor one?
Ours is called Beer Drop, but yeah.
Beer drop. I was gonna say. That's mighty cute. Is that one that I would actually like, or is that too much for me?
It's super sour. It definitely is a puckery blueberry
it's probably
beer.
really gross. Let's just say no.
I like the sour beers for a hot second, and then I just like I can't drink a whole thing of it.
So this has the cakey muffin aftertaste, which works for me, but
Okay.
it has that breakfasty. It's nice.
So is this? It's nice and refreshing.
Perri, it's fucking Blue Moon.
I just buy cases of it. I gotta clean it
Perri,
up.
I was on Facebook, and for some reason, I don't know how, but I'm now getting targeted Facebook ads that are Blue Moon Crocs.
What?
And they're Blue Moon labeled, like they're literally Blue Moon artistic Crocs that I'm gonna send
You're
you.
gonna buy them, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna send them to Perri. I'm not wearing them. Perri is.
I don't wear Crocs, but if they're Blue Moon labeled, then I will wear them.
Yeah, like they straight up have like Blue Moon on the top of like it's the logo and everything.
I would definitally wear that.
I know you would, which is
as we've established earlier, though, I don't leave the house, so I have nowhere to wear shoes, but I'll buy them for fun. Oh no, I do like
They
them.
really are. Oh boy.
I like.
gonna send them your way. You're gonna be wearing those around the
Give
house.
me one more minute.
Yep. I'm
okay?
also really excited to see your shoes from Andrew.
Oh yeah, dude. The shoes are gonna be dope. I literally, like, as you were talking at some points, I was giving Andrew design like little asks. So they're gonna come out exactly how I want them. Sorry, I'm difficult, Andrew.
Hey.
Dogs are mine now.
Buddy, come here.
No.
Everyone wants to see.
The dogs are mine now.
Wait, are there two dogs?
Yeah, there's two. He's got two huskies.
Have I been looking at two huskies and thinking it was the same one?
Yeah, which
absolutely.
is potentially really bad because they do not look alike at all.
What are their names?
Thor and Bella.
Okay. No, I think I'm like starting to put everything together right now.
That there are two dogs. It's not that much to put together.
Okay.
I
So,
feel like we've never seen them on screen at the same time. What do we got there?
Here we go.
I have a feeling that this is like kind of cheating. So these are like, they bounce, right? But they're just like heavier than a ping pong ball, just a little bit heavier. So I feel like it's cheating. So
No, you're
what
fine.
I'll do is offer this. I'll offer this. If I like am making them really easily, very consistently, I have to make the same cup twice for this to work.
I mean, I hear a lot of confidence right now. That's all I'm hearing. I hear a lot of confidence.
We also have this suggestion from Andrew if that winds up happening. Would an aluminum foil ball work? Which does feel like it could be the weight of a regular ping pong ball.
Let me throw one of these and see what you guys think.
No,
Okay.
no. I think we should be okay here.
I actually think it might be harder.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, you can't bounce anyway, obviously, because we're virtual. So it's like the bounce is out of play no matter what. So
Okay.
I think we're okay with that.
Okay.
All right,
if you guys agree, then cool.
Let's do it. Matt,
Let's do it.
wait. Matt, does Macuga get to pick the cups for you, or is that
I put the circles out. I want to give people the circle experience.
I heard some jargon about hexagons, which I can't agree to.
okay?
Exactly what I thought would happen. That's fine. All right, you've asked for the circular cups. That's what you want.
The hex cups are nonsense. Matt, do you have any rules you want Macuga before we start?
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so for Macuga, the rules that we play are pretty standard. Obviously, no bouncing because we are virtual. It is 6 cup, and basically you're going to mirror your partner. So whatever Perri hits, you will take that same cup. Whatever you hit, Perri will take that same cup. 1 isolation, 1 island, whatever you call it, per game per person, and 1 rack per game for your team.
Okay.
No heating up, no those extra like whatever rules.
2 in a row bringbacks or no?
Yes, you and Perri both hit bringbacks. Totally. Yep.
No blowing. So we don't have to
I
have
don't.
ammo again.
No, because you're not gonna blow your own ball out of the cup.
What back when we were playing beer pong on Collider behind the scenes, there was like an epic meltdown over the blowing rule.
Oh.
I mean, I am anti.
Never forget it.
Honestly, I'm embarrassed that video exists simply for John Roca's sake because it was embarrassing. Like,
Wait, Roca was arguing for or against blowing?
Against.
for blowing.
I was arguing
okay.
for blowing.
No, he was saying that like he could just blow if it landed in the thing, he could just keep
Oh,
blowing.
yeah, he could blow it out after. He could blow it out after the fact.
Of course, that's Roca. Of course, that's him.
Yeah.
All right, so you go first.
All right. Yep. Pooch, do you want me to go first, or are you gonna go first after you're done texting your phone?
Yes, you do that.
I do what? You didn't tell me what I'm doing.
Just do it.
All right, just do it. Front cup. First one.
Okay. Hi, puppy. Good puppy.
Where are you
I've
guys
played it
located?
so long. You forgot how to play. You suck.
I'm in
know.
Los Angeles. Joe is in Long Island with Perri. So Long Island, LA.
LA. Okay, cool.
Macuga, you want to go first or second?
Go ahead, Pear. Ladies first.
Okay.
Oh,
You got this.
Feel good about it.
it's been a few weeks, Pooch. It's been a few weeks.
All right. You're not going about that front cup.
No, that is what I said.
Which cup, Perry?
Front cup. Give it back.
Yeah.
Joe. Got
I'm
my
not sure, but I don't think it went in the front one.
got in my head.
I don't think I saw it go in the front one. No.
Front cup.
Macuga's got my back. It's all good. With whatever those balls are. What's like the legit purpose of those balls that you're using?
I use them to chip around the house.
Ah, okay.
I like that. I miss Pachulo.
Quarantine, you
Oh, you
gotta
did?
keep
Okay.
entertained.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened in this house a little more.
Yep.
Oh no.
I've played very poorly golf-wise since I've been here. And then
Pooch, we don't want to give any chances here, dude.
all right.
Yay.
If I bring in my pregnant wife for a guest throw, do we get 2 throws?
I love that idea.
You can do a guest throw for you for a turn.
Ew, it's in the dirt.
Ah, dirty balls.
Why is there dirt? Is there a plant?
She got plants. She got plants.
No good.
All right. We go for it.
Uh-oh.
Well, bouncy.
Using his hex cups. That's one clear off the table. All right.
This is not a good
I
start.
get my shit together right now.
All right, Pooch. Not what we needed. Not what we needed.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
No.
I got it. The second row on the right.
Issues here.
The right side.
We always go down a few in the first game.
We can never get that lead. The issue is if Macuga is here. All right.
Nope.
Joe, you go first. Let's switch.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What happens, Joe, when you don't play for 3 weeks?
I know.
Yeah, I played
I
last
got
week.
kicked off for a couple of weeks, and this is Matt. This is Matt's fault.
Oh, okay. We're already gonna go with that narrative. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's always your fault. What other
We're
narrative?
gonna spring to that narrative.
I think we casually strolled into it just because it's ever present.
Uh-oh. Guys. What's the beer?
I feel like when I don't shit talk them, then they don't make it. So if I just shut the fuck up, they're gonna keep losing. All right, this is it. Get that last one in the second row. I got it.
You got it?
Yep, this one. I left you a
Okay.
lovely line.
What do you think about racking into a stoplight?
We have to wait until our next turn to rack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But I'm very open to the stop line re-rack. Stop light.
Stoplight.
What are you doing back there?
I haven't
The-
driven in like 6 months.
The isolation, or sorry, the I formation, the stoplight, the. Okay.
I prefer the stoplight to the I formation.
Well, that's the same thing. It's all an I.
No, I know.
Are you cool with going I?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Booch.
Perri and his team right now.
You missed already?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
We
hi.
got this.
You're gonna just sit right there? Okay.
Let's make a little run here.
Uh-oh.
I am very ready for that.
Uh-oh.
Let me
Uh-oh.
check this, Perri.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
We got some uh-ohs going on, dude.
Let me go first.
Yep, go for it.
Oh, requesting first.
Oh.
Oh. How?
Now go the back one.
Okay. All right, back
Heavy,
one.
heavy balls.
Heavy balls.
I think Andrew had already predicted that would happen.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that. I was like, all right, which is the first one that's gonna go down on that shit?
Which one do I want? I want the front one. Got it.
Boom.
Yeah.
Front or back? Front.
Issues.
Front one. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's so mad.
We bring him back, right?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. Uh-oh.
Online though. All right, I'm gonna end it right here. This is
I know
it.
you are. Well, we still get rebuttal. We only have
I got
5 to hit.
Yeah. Macuga, I've had so much practice over the past 6 months.
Joe, hold on. I hit 1, so I'm gonna go until I hit this.
Which one did you hit?
Front left. Take the front left.
So much pressure.
No, just front left.
Great.
It's all
Great.
on you, Joe.
Great.
No.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I mean, we're going to game 2. Like, that's... Yep, game 2. Let's go.
And that's the first game.
Unlike the last couple times the Penguins have played the Islanders, the Penguins are up.
Oh,
Just
I don't like
digging it in there. Oh, digging it in there. All right.
Macuga, are you playing some fantasy football this year?
Yeah, I'm in a few leagues. I had a good week 1, I guess.
Okay.
But,
I've learned from everything you taught me, and I won in both of my leagues this year.
Oh, it's week 1.
I joined this, like, I guess you could call it a gambling league. And it's like basically cutthroat. You get a certain amount of money.
Get out of the way.
Mix
Get
of like
out of the way.
fantasy and gambling together. It's pretty like cutthroat. That's fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can do that on like the Yahoo leagues too. Like the Yahoo leagues have an option now where you can like make side bets. Like and you can literally, yeah, it's like you can play a side, like a click a button and it does a side bet with your opponent. It's
right.
crazy.
Ooh, we got Caleb in the house. I feel like
Oh,
Caleb and fantasy football goes hand in hand, so this was perfect timing.
that was bad. What
Are
just
you
happened
still
there?
playing in the Eliminator League, Matt? Did you do
No,
it?
I didn't do the Eliminator League. I am like historically terrible at Eliminator leagues. I always think I have that first week like lock, and then it's the upset. Every year it's the upset.
I got through one. I'm so paranoid about it.
No eliminators for me.
I
I'm
think
fine with
I
fantasy.
forgot who I picked in week 2 already. I think I have the Titans. It feels like a semi-decent bet there. What are you drinking, Macuga?
The Stella Ciders.
All right.
Ooh, the Cidre.
Oh,
The Cidres.
so wait.
Cidres. It's European. It's a different pronunciation.
Macuga, you've already poured.
It's delicious.
But
Yeah, it's you.
we've
What's
been
me?
playing with water.
That's me?
Yeah, you're
Oh, it is me.
Oh,
We've been playing
I mean,
with water
we're drinking the whole time.
so we could like drink our beers.
It's either way, it's fine.
I enjoy the cider, and it won't last long in my fridge anyway. So what the hell? I mean, at this point, I'm drinking for 3 anyway. So
there you go.
I feel like that's like the theme of Merri Hour.
yeah,
You just pound as much as you can in a short period of time and see what happens next.
exactly. I'm not driving.
I can't believe how little I've driven in the past 6 months. Like my poor Mini Cooper car battery is 100% dead when I get back.
Every time, oh yeah, it's done. Every time I get in the car, like sometimes it's like 3 and 4 days gone. I almost feel like, what is this?
I definitely share that feeling. I think I've only driven maybe like 2 or 3 miles at a time here, and it still makes me nervous.
Sometimes I go outside and everything feels like it's moving really fast because I've been inside for so many days in a row.
I share that feeling.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first, Macuga? Or do we want to go back?
Yeah, I'll go first. Why not?
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, Pooch, we need some magic back, dude. That was not good.
Oh, something happened. The back right.
Back right, exactly.
Yeah. All right. We gonna bring it back this early? Yes, because I hit the front.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this.
I'm not happy about this.
Not happy about this.
Oh, I got so lucky. It was gonna go in and then it didn't.
No.
Behind the back. I got it.
Do it.
Just like that. Just like that. No.
All right, take that.
One day I'll get it.
Why was she doing behind the back? Oh, it came back to it.
If it stays on the table and you miss and you get it, you could do a behind the back shot.
You're slightly in the way, but that's okay.
There we go. There we go.
I heard that one.
All right.
Okay.
Did you go, Matt?
I did.
Okay. Macuga,
I
you're
indeed did.
I'm on the last one. I'll be done like fast.
All right, Perri, why don't you start?
all right. You got it.
Letting the distraction get out of the way.
The front one for real this time.
Perri.
Come on. Hey, Perri.
Hey,
Perri.
Nothing.
Hey, don't hit that front one. Don't you dare hit that front one.
I got it
Yeah.
back then. Behind
You
the
did.
back. Behind
You
the
can,
back.
you're going to get one eventually.
Don't aim
You're
it.
going to get one eventually.
I threw that right.
All right. Do that again. Do that over and over again. I'm okay with that throw.
Oh. It was so dirty.
Is that us now?
It's your turn.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Pooch, you were first or me?
You.
Okay.
Bleh.
Front left, front left.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Come back.
No, you're fine. Just don't move while you're doing that.
That's a lot of distraction for you, Joe. So
He's
much.
fine.
Damn. But that's an ugly rack, and now you're gonna miss, and then we're just gonna clear the rest of ours. And it's
Ugly as hell rack, but all right.
Stop talking about my mom. That's not very nice.
You brought it up.
Come on. Come on, Matt. Not cool.
Oh,
Hold on.
see what happens.
Nope. Hit the
Why are you so good at that shot, though? Like,
Don't aim it. Just go.
It's just, I don't know. I've just done a lot. I don't know.
you guys
That's
have
actually a good
more
point.
arms than I do. Oh, Joe.
There he is.
Damn.
Left. Sorry, was that back left, Joe?
Back right.
Right? Okay.
All right,
Yeah, okay.
let's get this done.
Magic Man over here. There we go.
That was a good shot too.
We're going to straighten them up after this, right, Joe?
Yes, that's a great idea.
Oh, it's on the table. You
No,
can open the back of it.
Front.
Oh, you got it. Front one.
He's-
Oh, this is the dirty one. All right.
Pooch, you've been hitting more. You tell me. Me first.
You go first. You go
Yeah.
first.
Back cut.
Oh, Matt.
Damn.
Don't move. Just stay there.
Oh boy. Are you talking to the dog or you're sitting
If I just tripped you.
No,
Okay,
you can't
if he
trip.
makes this one, it's over.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Go to game 3. Go into game 3.
Game 3. That was a very good game, guys. I have to give you credit for that.
I mean, that was a bloodbath.
They played mighty well.
I mean, I was gonna say we only hit 2 the first game, so it's actually like it's pretty even right now.
All right, I'm done.
No, you stay. No, you're good luck. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. She's good luck. She has to stay there.
Don't change anything.
All
All right, you get for a shot. Don't blow it.
Pooch, tell me, me or you?
You.
Okay.
Hold on one sec.
I'll honor the hold on one sec. This sour is delicious.
Okay.
Okay.
That Blue Moon is delicious. It's so good.
Sorry, missed that one.
Okay.
You better not both miss. Then it's like you didn't win the last game at all.
I mean, we did clearly.
Okay.
We want you to go first. It's fine.
Me or you?
That was the most horrible noise imaginable. That was the most annoying sound in the world.
Okay.
Come on, Perri.
I'm gonna start us off down here.
I mean, Perri, don't miss this. It's almost like you didn't get this opportunity or anything.
Good effort. Good effort.
It wasn't a terrible shot.
Front cup.
Front cup. I'm mad. I got the front cup.
That was a great impersonation because I did get the front cup, and I sound exactly like that.
I should have ripped my sleeves off instead of that impression.
If you rip the sleeves off, Perri,
Seriously, I could be you for Halloween because I have the bangs and I could just wear like a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah, and I could be you for Halloween.
Like a cider or like an IPA, and I could be Matt.
Yeah, all I gotta do is walk around and talk about fucking Blue Point like a fucking jabroni. Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Blue Point. That's an oyster.
Did you both go?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's on you guys. Yep.
Okay.
Take it, Perri.
You're up.
Okay. Good.
All right. Enough of this.
Here we go, Perri.
Come on, P.
Perri.
Perri.
Yeah.
Second one on the right.
Second right. Good. That booze in it.
And clearing the way.
The left cup.
The left cup, there's a couple of those. The front left cup.
No, Perri with her ball bouncing. All right.
This is our comeback moment. We got this.
But do you have this covered? See what I did there?
Matt, literally every time I like naturally write that as a sentence in my article, I think about deleting it.
Me too. Oh, we got this covered. So many traumatic memories.
And I don't
So many
care.
traumatic memories.
All right.
Oh, buddy. Just keep thinking about that, Perri. Keep thinking about that, Perri.
For all your other She-Hulk news, Collider has you covered.
Boom.
So, I got the second one. I feel like we leave the rack and each take an isolation.
Agreed.
I like that.
Front right.
Ooh, I did
Front right.
Sorry, I did not leave you anything good, but
No, listen, it's gonna be fine.
it's gonna be fine. It's always fine. It's always fine.
What does isolation get us again?
So if one of us calls this cup and hits it, we get to take away 2 cups.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't leave ourselves any isolations this game. That was
Is that a behind the back?
yeah. It was a behind the back. Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, wait, did you call isolation?
So I hit the back right.
Okay.
Was that
Yeah,
was
but I
that
didn't
on
hit the
isolation? Yeah. So that you got to keep the cup there.
Matt, you and your rules.
What? That's isolation.
I know. I'm gonna call isolation on the front cup. I'm gonna hit it.
Come on, Perri.
Oh, I thought I was gonna make it.
All right. Are we doing that? All right, we're gonna do the thing. Let's do the thing.
Yeah, we're doing the thing. Come on.
Let's go. Thing.
Is it a stoplight
Yep.
or power eye?
It's a power eye.
It's power eye.
Perri, what do you want to do? Do you want to rack here?
Yeah, I feel like we kind of.
Oh, fuck me. Nope, nothing.
There's no benefit to doing this.
Do
Leaving
you
it.
want to do 4 in a row?
Front one, Matt.
I'm
So-
down. I'm fine with that if that's what you prefer.
Up to you.
A super
Can you-
long stoplight.
Yeah,
Okay.
with a turn signal.
The turn.
The turn.
That is, yeah. The turn signal makes it 4. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
I can work with this.
Okay.
All right. We're looking at 2, Pooch. I like this.
Is 4 in a straight line a thing? I guess it is.
I think it's 1 rack, so it's pretty much as long as it's an even number. I think you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You want to go, Perri?
Up to you. Your call.
Go ahead. Give me something.
Perri, I think you should go.
Okay.
Perri, I think you should go. Yeah, Perri. Well, she's gonna hit. She's 100% gonna hit the front cup. She's gonna hit the front cup. I know this already.
The front one?
Yeah, she's gonna hit the front one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Good call.
I know. That's what I was saying. I literally knew you were gonna hit the front cup. All right. Now it's on that bring back.
Damn.
It's that ball.
It
It
is.
sounds like it goes in. Whenever it hits the table,
I didn't see it, and I thought it went in.
Yeah. It's heavy. It's like
There.
a little bounce.
Back
but-
up. Back
Oh,
up.
Matt. There was where you hit it, and I was sure that it didn't.
Oh, I didn't see it, and I heard the thud sounds like it's that water sound for some reason.
Pressure's on, Joe.
Oh, Pachula.
Oh no. Shit.
That's how that goes.
Dang.
Oh, Pachula. Got nervous on that
All
first
right.
game. Holy
Good
shit.
game. Good game.
Yeah.
Very good
I need a warm-up game.
You guys pulled it together well. I feel like we need to have Macuga back when he has proper ping pong balls because then
Yeah.
he's not going to be able to handle it.
Let Macuga figure his ball situation out.
Oh, burn.
Ouch.
Hold on, wait, no. If you want a real burn, let Macuga find his balls then.
Oh.
Joe.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
I mean, I
Not-
have a kid on the way, so I think they're there, Joe.
Wait, I didn't say that. Matt did.
No, that's good. Yeah, as long as Joe gets blamed for my shit talk, that's good.
Oh, that we're fine with sharing the
We
blame.
sound nothing alike.
Before we let
All
you
the
guys
same.
go, Josh, what are you up to out there? What do you got to tell us about in LA?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me sit down here. Well, just had shot that show for History Channel, and we just aired in Canada, which is cool. And I got a kid on the way, which is cool. I just wrote a children's book, so I'm
You wrote a children's book?
yeah. So I'm
What is
waiting.
that about? Are you allowed to tell us?
I mean, you'll see when it comes out, but it's it teaches you a good life lesson about accepting people and things. So
Aw.
I just got like the first images back from the illustrator, so it looks really cool. And me and a buddy wrote a pilot. Been doing like a lot of writing, I guess, in quarantine. So and then Ken and I are still doing the afternoon, so that's been a lot of fun. And just like trying to stay busy, I guess. I don't know. I'm working on a podcast with another buddy and everything and anything in between, just trying to stay as far away from people as I can so I don't get this virus, but also trying to be as good as friend as possible and, somewhere in the middle.
Sounds
You
like
are doing a
happy
very
life.
good job. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're doing a very good job productivity wise, for right now.
I
That's
have
tremendous.
I have 2 follow-ups. One, you're
Okay.
the best dad in the world. That kid is so freaking lucky to have you too. 2, Matt Donato, have you seen Macuga's show?
No, I have not yet.
I feel like
Yeah, I'd like to hear more about the
Yeah.
eating history.
What show? What show?
in
Pray
particular,
tell.
Matt would really like it.
Tell
So
us.
we
Tell us
basically
the show.
for 4 months. I was living in New York, actually. I was living in Brooklyn. Our studio was in Brooklyn. We were basically eating a bunch and drinking a bunch of like old food and drink and telling the history of our country through it. So it was called Eating History. You can check it out on history.com if you have the History app. 10 episodes. You know, we tell like the story of a lot of pop culture items that you wouldn't even know really the history of it. And then we actually try old food, like anything that wouldn't kill us, we tried. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds exactly up my alley. As someone who eats things that will kill him and does it on like without getting paid, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I got paid, which felt great.
You freaking deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve your own show. You deserve your book and everything else that comes your way. To everybody out there watching the Merri Hour, huge thank you for hanging out with us on this Saturday night. We'll be back to Fridays next week. Good night. Stay safe. We'll find other ping pong. You know what? You're
going to go find the balls next time.
Someone will eventually beat me. I don't know who.
I'm going to
Who's going to beat us? Who's going to beat us?
I will say I'm very impressed with your guys' skills. Very impressed with your skills. But I do need some.
We will take that.
I do.